Hey everyone, it's Karen with Yes Please PaperCrafts, and today's video I'm going to be creating a scrapbook layout for Simple Story Saturdays, which is a YouTube hop and scrapbooking collaboration that's hosted by my good friend 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗄𝗃. And we have a whole bunch of other creative scrapbookers that join in each month to create a layout using Simple Stories collections. Okay, so y'all be sure and go check out everyone's videos that is participating in this month's hop, and I'll have links to their YouTube channels in the description below so that you know where to go to join in the hop. It's really a lot of fun to see what everyone does each month with their Simple Stories collections. And Simple Stories is one of my favorites, and I just love using their collections to create layouts. Okay, so the layout that I'm going to be creating today, I'm using a picture of my mom and sister. And so this is my mom and my sister Terry. So this is the picture I'm going to use. And I was going through the different collections that I had, and I felt like this collection here, which is called the Summer Farmhouse, would go really well with the picture that I have here. So that is the picture that I'll be using for this layout. So the collection that I'm going to use for this layout is called Summer Farmhouse. And I have it stored in this storage pocket from Samsel. And I have not shared this storage solution on my YouTube channel, and I thought I would just take a minute and talk a little bit about it. I did do a video last year as part of the Let's Get Organized Hop series, and it is the YouTube hop where we share organization and storage tips and ideas. And with that hop, that first hop, everybody talked about how they store and organize their scrapbooking collections. And so I shared a bunch of different ways to do that. I don't use just one solution in my craft room. It really depends on the collection and how much of that collection I have, what product I use to store that collection. And I just wanted to try this one out. I actually found out about this particular product from Lauren Hines over at 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗏. I'll put a link to her channel in the description below. And if I can find the video where she shared her organization tips on scrapbooking, I will put that there as well. She is a creative memories advisor, and so that is one of the reasons why I wanted to try this out. So I did pick these up from Amazon, and I'll show y'all what it looks like, the package here. It comes with a pack of 3. It holds 12 by 12 paper, and I think that when I did the when I purchased these, it was about $17 or $18 for 12. And that comes out to be a little bit over $1.50 per pocket. But these pockets are really thick and heavy. It's a really heavy plastic, and it's gusseted. So you can see there it has a little bit of a gusset at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it on that side. Let me turn it over so you can see it here. So it is gusseted, and one of the things that I like about this one is it's a little bit sturdier, so it holds its shape better than using a 12 by 12 page protector or using the 12 by 12.5 by 12.5 record sleeves. So those are 2 other things that I use. Now, if y'all want to see more about the different storage solutions that I use in my craft room, I'll put a link to that video where I shared how I store and organize my scrapbooking collections in the description below as well. But it is the Let's Get Organized hop number 1 is that video. Okay, so that is how I have this stored. And I have a few things from this collection. I have the collection kit, which includes paper and a 12 by 12 sticker sheet as well. And then I also have these decorative brads. And so I have this here. So we have that to work with as well. And then in addition to having the collection kit and those brads, I also have this here, which is the snap cards. So it's a whole bunch of pocket cards that are 4 by 6 and 3 by 4s. And so I have those in here as well. And I'll just pull all of this out. Okay, so there is my pocket. I'm just going to set that aside. And when I'm finished working with this project, I have a place where I can put all of this back. Now these cards make that a little bit bulky, which is why I decided to use this particular storage pocket because it holds its shape a little bit better. If you stuff some of the other page protectors and the record sleeves too full, they kind of stretch out, and they don't hold up as well because it's a thinner plastic. Okay, so here are the snap cards. I have the paper, we have this decorative brads, and then the other thing that I pulled out of my stash was some washi tape. This is all washi tape that I had picked up from Tuesday mornings and also in some of the mystery boxes from Simple Stories Outlet. And so I have this one right here, which is part of this collection. and this is Simple Stories Summer Farmhouse. So when I actually went through and organized all this washi, I actually put a label. I don't know if you can see that here. Let's see if I can. I put a label there so I'd know what collection it's from. But I think that a lot of these washi tapes, because it's all from Simple Stories, even if it might not be from this collection that I'm working with, it might still work because the colors will be similar. So this collection right here, this washi tape came from a collection called Apron Strings, and that one would actually work really well on this layout. So I just pulled out this drawer of all this washi tape, and I thought maybe I might incorporate the washi tape into this layout. Okay, so for my idea for this layout, I was thinking that it would be fun to do something that I hadn't done in a while, which is to make a border strip along the bottom of the layout with strips of paper, all different papers. And I've done this particular style layout before. It's a lot of fun to do, and I think it would add a lot of interest to this picture. So this picture doesn't have a lot of color. It has some red and blue, and then it's got a lot of tan and brown. And so I think it would be fun to make this really colorful. And I think this the paper in here is going to work really well. Okay, so as we go through here, I'm going to try to pull maybe 4 different papers to use, and I will use those across the bottom of the layout. So let's go ahead and take a look at the paper that we have. So there's some cut aparts. This is these are really cute. It looks like jeans and a little jean pocket. I really wish I could cut this out, but I don't think I could fussy cut it out without having that wood grain show through. But wouldn't that be cute, fussy cut out and added to a layout with that pocket? And it looks like a jean pocket. Here are some more cut aparts. And then another page of cut aparts here. And then some smaller 2x2 cut aparts. And I like these too because you can do some fussy cutting, like you can cut out the heart or the sun or these little swim shorts. So you could do quite a bit with these images that are on the cut aparts if you didn't want to use them as they are. So these are 3x4 cards. I could just cut this lemon out and use that instead of using the card itself. So you can use that to make embellishments, which I think is a lot of fun. And I love fussy cutting, so I don't mind doing that. Okay, so here's the paper that comes with this collection. So we have a floral, and then this really bright honeycomb yellow. And then here is another floral, and then a red and white check. And there's 2 of each of some of the papers. I don't know if there's 2 of each paper, but I know there's duplicates in here. When I was looking at it earlier, they had quite a few duplicates. So this is the yellow, and then another floral in the back. Here's a pinwheel pattern that looks like a quilt. And then we have this polka dot. And what I'm looking for here as I'm looking at this different papers, I want to look for something that will coordinate and I will be able to cut into strips. So we have this paper here, and then the red and white check. There's some lemons, and then on the back is this yellow paper. I think I definitely would love to use the stripe, but use it this way to cut into it so you would see all the stripes going down. There's also this one with the bathing suits, and then a wood grain on the back. So there are some papers here where it's only a single paper. I think it says it comes with 12 sheets of double-sided cardstock and 4 element sheets, which is the cut aparts. And so yeah, so that's everything that's in there. Okay, so I think for sure I want to use the stripe paper, so I'm going to take this one out. And then I think that these colors go really well together. And I also like this floral one over here. I don't think I want 2 floral papers though, so I think I like that one better. It's a little bit brighter. This one has a darker blue background. It looks like jeans in the background. So I think I like this floral better. And then I think I want to look for one more paper. I could do this red and white check. Actually, I like these 5 papers, and I'm trying to think. If I go across the bottom in strips, there's 12 inches. If I did 1.5 inches, then that would be, I'll have to figure out how many strips that would be. Okay, so I think I want to do 1-inch strips, and I'll do 6 different papers and 2 of each design. and put them in this order. And so I'll have these strips going across the bottom of the layout. I think then I would put a border going across the middle, either washi tape, or they had a border strip that was included on the sticker sheet that I could use. And I know this is not a 12-inch border, it's not complete, but the picture is going to be somewhere in the middle, so I could just cut this in half and use it on either side. So I think that would be really cute there. And the only problem is it's competing a little bit with this check paper, because that pattern is the same. So what I want to change that one out and use a different paper. See what else, there's two florals there. There's another floral there. We had the one with the bathing suits, the wood grain. And then this red check, which is the same pattern. Okay, so I could potentially use the back of this one here for the red paper, but then that would give me too many of the same, I think, in polka dots. I don't think this paper blends as much with the other papers. I could do the pinwheel pattern, that's really cute. Okay, so let's see. If I did the red, yellow polka dots, okay, so I could do the pinwheel pattern, this one here. I really like this red check though. Maybe I won't use that border strip, and I'll go back to using this red check here. I like the cherries in this pinwheel pattern. And then I had this aqua pattern here as well, that's a polka dot. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I really like the yellow as well, but do I want the yellow or this one? This is a really bright color. Okay, let me look at my picture again. I kind of think I like the yellow, so let's just do the yellow one. Okay, so there's the paper I'm going to use. I guess I won't use this border. I'm just going to probably use some washi tape. But aren't these stickers adorable? I love these stickers. They're really cute. So I'll have to definitely try to use some of those. I don't have any ephemera or die cuts other than, you know, the paper and the stickers and then the brads. I also have these cards though, and I did look through these real quick. And one of the ones I really liked was this one right here. I think this would be really cute as a title. So I think I'm going to use this card as a title. But one of the things that's really fun about using these pocket cards is that sometimes you can use these for embellishments. You can also use them for journaling. So, and you can use them to do photo matting, to mat your photo. Like for instance, this would be a perfect mat for a photo as long as it was the right size photo. You could put your photo, mat your photo on there, and that would be really adorable. So yeah, this would be cute for journaling. So yeah, they have, you can use these a lot of different ways. You don't have to use them for pocket card scrapbooking. And the other thing I like to do is fussy cut things out. So if you have larger images on these pocket cards, you can do some fussy cutting. Like I could cut out the heart here. You could cut out this summer day. So there are some images here that would be really cute to cut out to use on the layout. So we have a watermelon, there's also this lemon, and then this drink and some strawberries. So those types of things, you could fussy cut that out and use that as ephemera die cuts on your layout. And so I might do some of that as well. So I'm gonna go ahead though and get started and see if I can cut these papers down. I think I'm gonna use a white cardstock for my background, and then I'll border these strips along the bottom, and then we'll use this for the title. We have our picture, and then the other thing I need to do probably is to find some paper to map my photo, but I think I'm going to wait to do that until I create my background. So let me go ahead and create the background, and I'll be right back. finished cutting out all of my paper strips to use for the background, and I want to use a white cardstock, but this paper has a little bit of an off-white. It's not a true white. So I went through some of my cardstock and I just picked out a couple of different ones and wanted to see if I could match this so that it wasn't too stark, because if I use this paper right here, it's very white against this these papers that I have from this collection. So I think I could either use this paper here on the end, or maybe this one. This is almost like an off-white, and I think probably this would be the best one. I don't actually know what brand of paper this is. It was just a paper that I had in my cardstock, and so I'm just going to use that one. But if you're trying to find a white paper, sometimes it's good to just look at different manufacturers of paper that you have, because there are variations in the color. And I just wanted something that's going to look like it belongs. Okay, so to create the border across the bottom, I'm going to lay these strips out in the order that I want them to go. I want to make sure I pay attention to the direction as well, because I don't want my cherries to be going upside down. So we'll just going to put these strips down, and then I'll figure out the order. So I think I'm going to start with the stripe, and then I'll do the yellow. How about if we do the pinwheel next? Then the cherries, this red plaid, and I also have this floral. I think I'll put this floral in between here like this. Or maybe we'll do, it's also going to be repeating, so I need to make sure that whatever I put here is going to go. I want to repeat the pattern twice. So we'll have yellow next. The last time I did this style of layout or this design, I did 1.5 inch strips, and when I ended up with extra like space, because it doesn't, you can't equally cut 1.5 inch strips to go across the bottom. I didn't find that out until I glued everything down, and then I had a smaller piece that I had to fill in, but it still worked out okay. You could do 1.5 inch strips, or even 2.5 inch strips, and just maybe center it and then do a narrower piece of paper on either side, and that would also work. Okay, so here is, the next paper here is going to be this one, and then the last paper is this one here. Okay, so that's the order that I'm going to do it in. And let's see, maybe I should just, I want to put my adhesive on the cardstock, so I don't have to spend a lot of time putting adhesive on the back of each one of these pieces. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go across the bottom of my 12 by 12 paper with my ATG gun, and I'm going to go up a few inches, and I'm just going to put strips of this adhesive going along, and I want to land or put one at the very top of this. So I'll do one, let's see, let me put this here so I can figure it out. So we'll do one right about there. Okay. And I find this is one of the easiest way to piece this together, because you can just go ahead and put all your adhesive down, and then just lay your strips down one at a time on the background. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stick all this down, and I'll be right back. background for this layout, I adhered the 1-inch strips along the bottom here. Then I took this washi tape from Apron Strings collection, also from Simple Stories, and I put that onto some white cardstock and then cut it out. I wanted it to not be as transparent because I wanted to cover the unevenness of the border, and you're not really going to see a lot of that anyway. I knew that I was going to put the picture and the title here, so that gap is going to be covered up, and I won't worry about that. Also, I made a mark here in my paper, but since that's going to be covered up as well, I'm not going to worry about that. I don't know how I did that, but yeah, I made I got a mark right there. Then I thought I would add some interest to the top of the page and use this really cute scallop border and make it kind of look like a flower cart. So the top of the layout here, I do have a gap because this is not a 12 by 12 border or a 12-inch border strip. So I'm planning to put some kind of ephemera there to cover up that gap. Okay, so that's what I have so far. And then for the picture, I mounted the picture with 4 different papers. I used a white cardstock, the blue polka dot, a floral, and then the yellow polka dot. And I ended up using the blue because I wanted to separate between this floral paper and the picture a little bit more. And then I added the yellow because when I put this down onto my background, the picture was just kind of blended right into the background because it was this busy floral on top of this busy pattern. But by adding the yellow, it gives a little bit more separation. And so I'm planning to put the picture over here. I'm going to put my title over here on this side. And I think I might do something like this where I just overlap it just a little bit. And then maybe put it about right there. So that was kind of the thought around how I would design this layout. I wanted a space here, which I was going to add something to the top of the page here. And this is, I really would like to have this over a little bit, but this is really bugging me right here, that you can see that little bit of yellow. And so I'm probably going to put that right there just so that's covered up. So yeah, I'll do something like that, and it just overlaps slightly. I tried a bunch of different ways because these are 2 really large elements on the page. It was really hard to get those in there. And you can see I didn't really use much of the washi tape at all. So, or you can't really see much of that washi tape. Okay, so for up here on the top, I was thinking about using this lemonade sticker. So let's give that a try. And I think that looks really cute up there. And then I also wanted to use one of these tabs. I think these tabs are really cute. So I wanted to use one above here, but I think I'll go ahead and adhere my picture and the title down first, and then we might play around some more with the stickers. I also took some time and I fussy cut out some of the pocket cards. So I cut out a watermelon and then also a little fruit basket with strawberries. And it looks like I missed a little bit at the top. I'll have to finish cutting that out. I also have this lemon that says easy peasy lemon squeezy, and then some lemonade that says yummy. So I created all of this ephemera, the die cuts, by fussy cutting out of the 3x4 pocket cards. So I have that to use as well. But I don't really have a lot of embellishments for this layout. And then I also have these brads to use. And then I thought about, I might also bring in some of the enamel dots, and I'll do that at the very end. So let me go ahead and adhere the pictures down, and we'll start working on embellishing this layout. To help your embellishment stand out from a busy background like the one that I have here, you can use some more neutral elements underneath. And I went through these pocket cards and I found this one looks like a journaling card with lines. Just cut it in half, and I'm going to tuck it right under here. I'm going to pull this out just so you can see the difference between having this piece there and not having it there. You can see that these embellishments don't stand out much from the background, but if I add this piece there, and I'm just going to add some more adhesive. I'm going to go ahead and tuck this underneath both the picture and this title piece that I have. Maybe right around there. Make sure I have it lined up and it's even. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down. And when I put these 2 embellishments down, you can see now that they stand out so much better from the background. You can really see those embellishments. I also took some of the pocket cards and I added them up here at the top. And I added this lemon here as well. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and take some of the stickers, add some stickers to this layout, and also maybe some enamel dots or brads, and then this layout will pretty much be done. I think the dramatic part of the layout is the background, and I don't really want to over embellish this just because the background's very busy. So let's take a look at the stickers that are on here and see what else I can add. I really think that these tabs are really cute, and I could maybe add this one with the sunglasses here. No, don't like that one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to see what I can use off of the sticker sheet, and then once I get these stickers on there, I'll be right back. Okay, so I added on all of the embellishments. I also added on 3 of the brads. And on the back here, I'm just going to take some washi tape and just cover up these pieces back here, just so when I'm putting it in my layout, it doesn't catch on anything. And if I have it, sometimes when I'm storing my layouts, I don't put them in the album right away. I stack them one on top of the other, so I just want to protect my other layouts from those metal prongs. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do here is just go ahead and add in some enamel dots. So I have, I think I'm going to use these enamel dots as like a light blue, green, a yellow, and then on here there's a red. So let's go ahead and open these up. I'm just going to add in some enamel dots. So I just wanted to remind everybody to go ahead and be sure and check out everyone else's videos that is participating in this YouTube hop. I love being able to see what everyone else does each month. It's really a lot of fun to get ideas on how we can use our Simple Stories collections. And it's really funny sometimes how we'll pick a collection and other people have used the same collection in the for that month. Okay, so let's go ahead and just scatter some of these on. I'm just going to put red, we'll do yellow, and I'm really challenging myself lately to just putting these on the page and not caring too much about how they go on there. I find that when I'm working on layouts like this and I spend too much time thinking about where all of this is going to go, I end up moving it anyway. So I'd rather just go ahead and quickly put it down on there and just get this page done. All right, we're just going to put one there, and maybe I'll scoop these down a little bit. I think it stands out a little bit more if it's on the white part. And then I think I'll put some down here as well. So I'm going to put a large one of those, a medium red, and then a small yellow one. Okay, so I think that's going to pretty much finish off this layout. I think this layout turned out really cute. It is really busy, but I think that's really okay in the end. As long as you like your layouts, that's the only thing that really matters. And I don't think these really have colors or anything, so I could just put them back however I want to in there. These enamel dots came from Gina Marie Designs, and she has some of the best enamel dots. I'll show you some. They have some that are super pretty, and I have them in all different colors. And sometimes when she has them on sale, I would go and buy a bunch of them because you never know what color you might need for a layout. But I love the ones that have the glitter, and then these ones that are clear, they almost look like shiny. And then these here are velvet. So she's got all kinds of different styles. Here's some more glitter ones. And then there's also the flat ones, which is some of the ones that I use for this layout, or just the flat enamel dots. Okay, well that's all I have for this layout. I hope y'all enjoyed seeing the scrapbook process video for this layout. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up because it helps me to know what videos y'all like to watch. It It also helps YouTube know which videos to recommend to other viewers. And if you are not already subscribed and you'd like to see more videos, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you as a part of my community. Okay, that's all I have, you guys. I hope y'all have an awesome weekend, and I hope to see you next time. Bye now.